What's up, guys? Rideshare guy here, and today I've got a video for you about can your rating drop from an Uber passenger who pukes in your car? So, if you guys drive the party hours long enough, you're bound to get someone who pukes in your car. Now, I've had it happen to me, and it kind of sucks. Obviously, you still want to document it though with everything, with photos, right? And then go get it cleaned up ASAP. I mean, there's really nothing worse than having dried up vomit in between your seats and kind of creeping in and seeping in, and that stuff you'll never get it out if you don't get it cleaned up ASAP. So you definitely, if this does happen to you, you have 48 hours to to send the photos into Uber. Obviously, as soon as it happens, you want to document it all. And then you have 48 hours to send the photos into Uber and get a cleaning fee of $50 to $200 depending on the damage. But I actually got a question from RSG reader Micah, and it was kind of a funny one when I got it. But it ended up kind of being somewhat of a serious issue. So I decided to make it into a YouTube video. And he basically asked me that if a passenger who pukes in your car, are they still able to rate you? And I started thinking about it. And at first I told him, oh, no way, that's not possible. But then after thinking about it some more, the answer is actually yes, that they definitely can rate you because there's really nothing that Uber does on their end to prevent it. So the reason why Micah actually asked this question is because he had someone puke in his car, right? He took pictures, did a good job with all that. He emailed Uber immediately, right? As soon as it happened, and then went and got it cleaned up and took care of it that night. But he emailed Uber and they actually gave him a cleaning fee. So that was all smooth within just a few hours. But he noticed a day or two later when his rating updated that his rating took a big hit, right? It dropped down. And all he could really think of, though, was that one rider who puked in his car, right? That was really only his bad experience. It didn't really make sense. And obviously, he doesn't know for sure that it was that rider who left him a 1 star or a low rating, but because of the huge cleaning fee, right? But I mean, I think it's pretty plausible. So, think about it. If you're a passenger and you're drunk enough to puke in someone's car, you're probably not going to be rating them that night, right? A little notification pops up at the end of the ride. And if you're a drunk passenger who just puked, you're probably going to get home, go straight to bed, and then wake up in the morning and see all the damage you caused, right? And in the morning, when you're checking your phone, you're checking your email, and you're like, oh crap, I have a $200 cleaning fee from Uber. And then at that time, you go and see that you notice you have a notification from Uber that your trip had ended, or you go and log into the Uber app and you see that you still can rate that driver. And you can imagine that at that point, you've just been charged $200, even if it's obviously your fault for puking. I think a lot of riders would probably be pissed and probably leave that driver a 1 star and, talk crap about him and all that stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if a puker, kind of that situation happened. And obviously we don't know for sure, but I think that situation is pretty plausible. And Micah actually emailed Uber about his suspicions, and it was kind of funny. They really didn't even understand what he was asking. They really didn't understand the question. He forwarded me the email, and I'm sure we've all been there dealing with Uber support, and you can imagine this type of situation. The customer support has no idea what you're talking about, they've never been puked on. They've never had to deal with a drunk passenger, and so they really don't understand. So you could definitely go and try and, reach out to Uber and get this resolved. I don't really see it going anywhere. I mean, personally, my takeaway from all this is that, it's not a huge deal to get a 1 star rating or potential bad rating for someone puking in your car. Obviously, it sucks to be puked, have your car puked in. I'd rather it not happen. But you do get a cleaning fee from Uber. And, the only other downside, I guess, is that you could potentially get a low rating from this passenger who now is pissed that, you charge them a cleaning fee. And, really, though, I think it's just more the principle. I don't think someone who pukes in my car should be allowed to leave me a bad rating for puking in my car. And obviously, Uber doesn't really go and do a whole lot. But, after talking with Micah, we did discover that you do have 48 hours to report it to Uber. So let's say that, you get puked on a Saturday night, you take pictures, go get it cleaned yourself, document everything, and you don't email Uber right away. So then in the morning when that rider wakes up, hopefully they go and see all the damage they caused. They're like, oh crap, I think I puked in an Uber last night, and they didn't, but they haven't gotten a cleaning fee yet, right? And so they go and leave you a 5-star rating or just ignore it. And then a day later or that night, they get an email from Uber saying, hey, your driver has just charged you $200 for a cleaning fee because you puked in his car. So basically, if you wait a day, or, obviously you don't want to wait too long because you only have 48 hours, but let's say you wait till the next night, 24 hours later, and then send in your request to Uber, you'll still get paid, and it might minimize the chance of your rider leaving a low rating for you because they puked in your car. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Has this ever happened to you like this? Do you ever suspect that, someone puked in your car and then left you a bad rating? Or is it just not that big of a deal at all? You get a 1 or 2 star and you get the cleaning fee and call it a day. So definitely let me know in the comments below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, take care.